I started playing cello when I was 12 years old at my mom's, not request, but she was like, you should play cello. So I did. And then a couple years later, I started writing songs. And I think I really started writing music as a way to cope with things that I didn't understand. At the time, my dad was an alcoholic, and it was very much like closed, like we can't talk about this. So the songwriting was really the way I processed that. So I think as I've continued writing music, it's always been about the kind of things that you're not supposed to talk about because I don't know what to do with those. Xioma, my singer-songwriter journey has been all kind of indie pop music with a lot of strings, very lyrically focused, and I would say the lyrics are always trying to understand the world in some way. I find inspiration from all kinds of different places. I have a little notes app on my phone, so whenever I hear a little phrase that I like, I'll write it down. A lot of my inspiration comes from poetry. I love all of Mary Oliver's work and how she sees things, I think. And then when I'm writing the actual music, I've sourced a lot of inspiration from both classical music and pop music. So I love Caroline Shaw's work, who's a violinist and composer and just so smart with the way she uses strings. And then Jack Antonoff is a producer who I love and love how he arranged. So a lot of different places for inspiration. You and Everyone You Love Will Someday Die is a indie pop / performance art show really exploring religion, autonomy, and what kind of happens in the aftermath of leaving that. There's choreography, there's strings, there's songs and spoken word. Sometimes I imagine them as just a little kid. A lot of what this piece is in the live setting is what would I want to see as an audience? What would draw in my attention? And also I think there's something happens when you put movement on top of words. I think it has kind of shifted the way that the words feel to sing or how the music feels.
What I think you can do is you can keep this hand and touch the chin.
We did choreography for this piece, and it was choreographed by my friend and collaborator, Savannah Dunn. I guess the best way to maybe explain her style is modern dance. Everything she makes is just kind of beautiful and interesting to watch, and there's just so many layers underneath that I've always loved about what she's done. The choreography that she did for me is very gestural because on the stage I'm blindfolded for most of the show, so I can't move around a lot. So it is mostly a lot of hands and showing the work.
Instead, they put it on its stand and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others.
Savannah and I did collaborate on it a lot, so she works a lot from text. I gave Savannah lyrics for 2 of the songs and also a Bible verse, so she took the text from the lyrics in the Bible verse and just put words on top of them. So it's every word kind of has a movement associated with it. So all the movements are her ideas, and if I didn't like one, I'd be like, it doesn't feel right. The project itself is exploring, I think if there were a question, it would be, why do the people that I love and who loved me choose to remain so strict with their religious ideals and kind of ignore the people they love and kind of treat them pretty horribly? I was asking why. And I think that it is what I came to, or my theory, my hypothesis is that there's this lingering fear of death that the people in my past have, and they need this kind of religion to give them some comfort about what will happen when they die. So it's the very last song where this line comes from. They sugarcoat the hard truth, so I'll just say it now. You and everyone you love will someday die. I think this is how they got you. You don't want it to be true. And in that want is something beautiful. And I just think it is. I think it starts from this beautiful thing and it just kind of devolves. I would finally see, I will keep untying every knot that binds me until